according to the Financial Times. Western and regional leaders seek to deal with Hayat Tahrir al-Sham despite designation as a terrorist group. This is Andrew England, Middle East editor, a couple of hours ago. The US is in direct contact with the Islamist movement that spearheaded the offensive to topple Bashar al-Assad, despite its designation as a terrorist organization, as Western and regional powers push for a peaceful transition in Syria. But transition to what? On Saturday, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken became the first American official to acknowledge that Washington had been in contact with Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, which has taken control of Damascus. Apparently Ukraine were involved as well. After meeting regional counterparts in Jordan, he said the US and its allies had agreed on a set of shared principles to guide their support for Syria, including a Syrian-led political transition that is inclusive and representative and respects all minorities. Syrian-led, what does that mean? Blinken said that principles had been communicated to the country's new leaders. As we see Syria move in that direction and in a Syrian-led and Syrian-owned process, my God, nothing says outside control more than Americans referring to local control. Take these steps. We, in turn, will look at various sanctions and other measures that we've taken and respond in kind. So you're going to drop sanctions. The US, UN and EU all designate HTS, a former affiliate of Al-Qaeda, as a terrorist organization. The group's leader, Abu Muhammad Jolani, was designated a terrorist a decade ago and has a $10 million US bounty on his head. Jolani renounced his links to Al-Qaeda in 2016 and has sought to rebrand himself as a more moderate Islamist leader. What does that mean? The US and other Western powers also have sanctions on the Syrian state, which has been shattered by more than 13 years of civil war and decades of the Assad's corrupt, repressive role. There's not really too much talk about what the Americans have been doing so far in Syria there. All of the shadow wars and everything like that. Western countries and others in the region have been scrambling to respond to the rapidly unfolding events in Syria after HTS led a lightning offensive. It's all old info, we know this. Basically, it's really everything from the very beginning. Turkey considers the Kurdish fighters to be an extension of the Kurdistan Workers' Party PKK, which has been fighting the Turkish state for 4 years. So Ankara prefers the ISIS Al-Qaeda groups. My God, it's a mess. But have also fought with the Kurdish militants. My God. So America was working with the Kurds and now has stabbed them in the back again.